From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jamie Collins able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Tiger! Hey, down! Black 22! Black 22!
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down again. David Irving in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond! Tiger!
Here's Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And it's fielded at the 34. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Down! Green 39! Green 39!
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black 99 Philly. Green 39. Green 39. Richmond, Richmond. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Come back, come back.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Black 99 Philly. Reset, reset, reset. Come back, come back.
Now a pitch out to Michelle. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
Black 22. Black 22. Reset, reset, reset. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10.
Black 99 Philly.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The return man is Hill. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. To throw is Bridgewater. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richmond. Hey, green the line.
On 1st down, Watson. Brought in over the middle by Graham. Gets through and now an opening. He's got a convoy and he might be gone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's it. There you go.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black man out Philly. Tiger. Come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Tiger.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon.
Find out. Delta. Find out. Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the toss, here's Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Richmond.
Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Richmond. Come back.
On second down, Michelle looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Tiger.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come back. Down. Black 22.
Watson now to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there. 5 down.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Emerson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get wide now. Get set.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Single receiver. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Bridgewater to throw it. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Flag down in our belly.
Now a toss, left side, Michelle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Richmond. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Richmond.
A give. This is Michelle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Green the line. Green the line. Richmond.
And it's Michel once again. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Tiger.
Throwing on third down, Watson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch them all.
Demaryius Thomas. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michel, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jamie Collins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat up. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emerson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Delta.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. It's Hill, complete. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket and incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidence...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Colts on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 64 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing now, Watson. And an alley to run. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Colts, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Rose. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rose. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Michel. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Set, 3-19, 3-19. Gone.
On 1st and 10, Rose. As he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Rose escaping the pressure. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
White. 6:37.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
694.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
29. Yo, Chief. 29. Go.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
7:34. Hey, 7:34. Go. Get set. Listen up.
Throwing again. Carr. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Get set. Hey, 734. Hey, 734. Go.
Again, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dyson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the gun, Rose. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Throwing on 1st down. Rose. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
From the gun on third down, Rose. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Rose. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw. Rose. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll run with Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing! Blue landing! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 3rd down, Rose. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. What a spin. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st down, Carr. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to will step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point attempt here still to come. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey, 7:34. Go Chief.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go Chief. 808. Hey.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
7:34.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Steps away to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 7:34. 6:18. Hey.
On play action. Now Carr. Going for it all. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down is Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go.
Carr now on first down. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. Nice job there, right, of just going through the progressions, finding the open man, even if it wasn't for a 25-yard gain.
Everything does not have to be spectacular. The mundane works pretty well in this league, as we just saw there.
Get set. 180. Mike 51. Go. 734.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Check 26, check 27, 34. 734.
To throw again. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go. 694. Now, 180. Express. Purdue. 29. Purdue. Go. Get set.
Carr now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Matt Ioannidis coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
29.
On play action, it's Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Low, low, low. Get down, get down. 180.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Jordan Reed has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Rose. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
To throw on second down, Rose. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice ground. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Rose. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
No, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sony Michel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins away. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run it here. Where? And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Go Chief. Express. Lie down.
Now a play fake. Carr. Flush to his right. It's caught by Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. Get set. Later one.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off. but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
Lamar Miller. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
$29. 694. 734. 29.
Carr to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll run now with Ware. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
Out left side here to Bryant. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now the juke. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Down! Blue 80! Go, go. Go, go.
On the run, it's Ware. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
29.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
6-18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for one. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.